I want to show you quickly how to install a Kickstart because there is a process. So first of all, on this gear here that goes in here, if you notice this little pin right here, there's a slot right here. Make sure that this part lines up with that. And then you've got this little spring. The spring slides right in here. And there's a little arrow. That arrow needs to be as close as possible to this. So you wouldn't want to go like this. Okay? So let me show you how it goes. So I'm going to line this little pin up. And keep in mind that this thing slides. You know, you can move it all around. So go like that. See the arrow? It's touching the gears there. And this spring is sliding into this little spot. And then finally, that little notch into there. So just like this, get it lined up. You'll spin this until it kind of catches. There it goes. See that? Next, you want to make sure that this bushing here is installed into the case. There you go. Now you've got this guy, this spring. See that little hook there? This slides onto here, and then you've got that hook, just like that, okay? Next, you notice there's a little weld here, right here. That needs to be up under here because that's the stop. If I was to go up like that, it's not going to work. We've got to keep that weld below the gears. So, go like this. At this point, we're not worrying about this spring. We're just gonna hang like that. So the weld, just like that. Okay. Next, we need to install this. This is kind of like our blocker. Next, we need to get this spring wrapped around all the way to here. If you notice, I have this on here in case that spring comes off. It's going to come and hit here. It's not going to come flying off and hit me. Make sure you use safety glasses just in case. I got 2 screwdrivers. I'm going to use this as a fulcrum. So this can be dangerous. You just have to be very careful. See how I'm working this back like that? Oh, sometimes it takes a few tries. So keep your hands out of there. Don't try to do anything with your fingers. Okay, almost got it. Okay, I have it stuck behind that gear. It's barely there, so I'm going to take my other screwdriver, poke it like that, and then I'm going to take this guy and get it right behind there, just like that. It's in there it's barely on there, so you got to be careful. Now you got to get your little cover here. This is going to hold the spring from coming loose. So you do have to pull it a little bit like this. Be careful, use caution. Just like that, and it'll kind of pinch it in place. And then you grab your 8mm, just like this, get it started. Okay, just like that. Now your Kickstart works. See how that kicks out and goes to grab, like that. Next, you'll install the washer, like that, and then the bushing. This bushing goes into the cases, just like that. You can install there too. Okay. All right, and then you can put your cover on. So I got the bushing in there. I'm gonna slide it on like this. But if you notice, it doesn't go in very easily. You need to relieve the pressure off the Kickstart by pulling this down just slightly. And then it will go into place. It's still it's always just gonna be a little bit of a struggle. If you have somebody help you, that's the best thing. But you almost can never get it installed correctly until you relieve the pressure off of this. There we go. See, there's dowel pins. The dowel pin is in there, and the dowel pin is up back here. Once you know that those are in, now we can start putting our bolts in. Keep in mind, these 2 long ones go back here. The rest of them are the same size. So that's how you install the Kickstart. And then there's 1 10mm bolt like that. Where are you at? Here it is. And then you'll crank that down. You want to make sure that this line right here lines up. That's where the bolt goes through. And just get this thing about like that. Crank it down. All right.